Hey guys, this is Heather. Today we are making some muffins! Banana lentil muffins and chia cherry lentil muffins. And we're gonna do a taste test because my mom sent me this recipe a while back for banana lentil muffins, and I thought to myself, okay, lentils in muffins is a bit out there even for me, and I need to try this to understand if it works. So we're gonna try this, and first of all I just want to say, why would we be putting lentils in muffins? Well, lentils are a super healthy food. They have tons of protein, iron, fiber, folate, and more. Protein in 1 cup, 18 grams, 16 grams of fiber, 90% of your daily folate intake, and 36% of your iron intake. So that is a pretty powerful plant food, I would say. They're also low in fat, low in calories, 0 cholesterol, and they're low cost. So an excellent addition to your plant-based meals. And if we can put them in muffins and they can actually taste good, win-win. So let's give it a try. We're gonna start with some flax to make a flax egg. So 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed. I'm using golden because it has a very mild flavor. Then we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of water. And then just mix that together a little bit and set it aside for a few minutes to become thick. Oven preheating to 400. Now I've cooked up a big batch of lentils in my pressure cooker because we're actually gonna make 2 batches of muffins today. These banana lentil ones and some chia cherry muffins. I picked out both of these recipes when I was looking up the details on lentils.org, which was where my mom got the recipe. And I've just made some very slight adjustments to make these muffins vegan. So we're gonna puree these lentils with 1/4 cup of water and the banana, along with 1/2 cup of coconut sugar, 1/2 cup of walnut oil, or you can use melted coconut oil if you prefer. If you're fully whole foods, you could do an extra mashed banana or maybe some applesauce. I'm trying to do as fair a test as I can of the recipe as posted, just veganized. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and our flax egg is ready to go. So you can see that's very thick and kind of gelatinous. So we can just toss that right in there, and that's it for the wet ingredients. You can do the dry ingredients in a separate bowl, but because I'm lazy, I do them together. So I'm gonna put in the baking powder. Sorry, that's baking soda first. 1 teaspoon of each. I find if I stir those 2 into the wet ingredients, I can usually get away without sifting them into the flour and still get a great result. Make sure you get rid of any little lumps here, because when you mix the flour, you don't want to overmix it. 1 1/3 cup whole grain flour. Use whichever one you like. Sorghum is gluten-free. This is just a stone ground whole wheat flour. So I'm gonna mix this into the batter, and then the only thing we have left to add is some raisins or dried cranberries. I've got cranberries, so just don't overmix at this point. Mix it just enough so the flour is incorporated. And then we're gonna throw in our dried cranberries. And these I'm just gonna fold in, so mixing as little as possible. A lot of people will say to use a wooden spoon for baking. My preferred utensil is a spatula because it's so flexible. It can scrape the bowl down, and it's really perfect for folding. Okay, these are ready for the oven. Perfect batch of 12 into the oven for 15-20 minutes at 400 Fahrenheit. In honor of our lentil muffin day, I am wearing my new t-shirt from my friends at Tofu Team. Kale and tofu and lentils and avocados. I was wearing this out one day and someone said to me, "Are you vegan?" And I said yes. She said, "So am I, and I eat all of these foods every day." So that's pretty awesome. They are just setting up a business doing t-shirts with various slogans on them for vegans. If you love this t-shirt design, which I do, particularly in this color, which is Caribbean blue, go order it. It'll make their whole day. They have a bunch of colors to choose from. I like this one and the green, both really nice. While those are baking, we're gonna start on batter number 2, which needs 1.5 cups of lentils this time, pureed with 1/2 cup of orange juice. And into the mixing bowl. We need to prep a flax egg as well. So this is 2 flax eggs, so 2 tablespoons of flax, ground flax, 4 tablespoons of water. And just set that aside for now. 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. This one is maxing out on the omega-3. If you don't have chia, you could always add more ground flax if you like, but it's not necessary. That is my last bit of coconut sugar, not quite. Also the last of my walnut oil. Non-dairy yogurt. I'm using this lovely coconut yogurt that I recently found by So Delicious. It is, in fact, so delicious. Time to get that flax egg in there. 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 baking powder. A bit of sea salt. They always say to put a teaspoon in, which I always find too much, so I just put a pinch. 1 cup, 2 cups of flour, and a whole cup of dried cherries, which would be phenomenal, or I'm using dried cranberries. They were easier to find. Again, just fold them in. This is a bigger batch, so this is meant to make 16 muffins and looks about right. Perfect timing because our first batch is just finished, so I'm gonna give them a few minutes to cool, take them out of this muffin tin because it's my only one, and then refill it and get it going back in the oven so I don't have to waste any oven time. It is still pretty hot here today. Okay, all done. These are the banana and these are the chia cherry. All right, taste test time. First off, breaking the muffin. Very muffin-like. It does look like a banana muffin. That does taste like your average banana muffin. Definitely whole wheat flour. The one I used is quite whole wheat, so if you used a lighter one like sorghum, it might not be quite as whole wheaty, but I love it. It's got great texture, great flavor. It definitely tastes like banana, even though there's 1 banana in here for 12 muffins, and I would usually probably put more, but it baked beautifully, and I love it. Muffin number 2, chia cherry. This one is still warm from the oven, so it's got a little steam going on. Good texture. So that bite didn't have any cherry in it, and it was still delicious, or cranberry, I should say. Let me find a bite that has cranberry in it. Also, really good. The orange juice flavor doesn't come through, which is good because I don't really like orange juice. The chia seeds are just barely there. I can feel them when I chew a little bit. Also, great texture, great flavor. Love them. If I had to choose, I think I'd probably choose the banana ones just because I really like banana muffins. These ones are more like a plain kind of muffin, and mine are, again, very whole wheaty with the cranberries or cherries. I should have known that these would be great because I do love black bean brownies, and perhaps the next bean-based treat on my list should be chickpea cookies because I've heard some good things about those. Anyway, give these muffins a try. You can find the original recipes on lentils.org. Mine are just slightly adapted to be vegan. They are delicious. I thoroughly give thumbs up on these. Hope you like the recipe. Be sure to subscribe to get new videos, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.